Hi, I'm Maureen and I'm the worship pastor at New Life Community, and I'm thrilled today to be bringing you this message about the promises of God. King David actually tells us in Psalm 91 that God's faithful promises are our shield and defense, and that's powerful. That means the promises of God are a lifeline. They're like an anchor or a life guidance system, and that's important. Psalm 23 is where we find ourselves in our Holy Week devotional reading, and I'm not going to unpack the whole psalm, but it's a powerful promise of provision, and I think that sets the stage for where we're at. It's really easy to look at King David and to watch how he speaks to the Lord as we read the Psalms, and I don't know about you, but I used to wonder how on earth he could be that confident about the goodness of God. And as I continued to study and read, I began to notice that his confidence and his hope was really grounded and rooted in an intimate relationship. And so when I think about the promises of God, I think that that's where we start. We look at, what do we believe in God? Because what we believe about God affects how we interact with him. So what do you believe? Do you believe that he is faithful, that he is trustworthy, that he is almighty, that God is sovereign, that he is just? And if we believe that, do we believe that over our own personal circumstances? And those are fair questions. I mean, it's really easy to take an overview summary and say, yeah, that's what I believe. But sometimes when we start applying that to the very circumstances of our lives, we start to see, oh, I don't know that I trust God in this. I don't know if I believe that he's going to come through. So settling that question is really important because it begins to open the way for trust. See, we can choose to trust God when we believe, when we have a good foundation, a solid theology of who he is. So then the second part then, when we look at the promises of God, we begin to look at the fact that they are all connected and tied to his nature and his character. Wow. That's huge. So when we look at the provision of God and we see that his promise is connected to his entire character, we see that he is faithful and he is almighty and he is powerful, and God created everything. He is the source of it. So it's not even just that God provides things for us. He himself is the provision. When we start to look at the promises through the lens of who he is, it changes everything. So this morning, I just want to invite you, if you have never explored the promises of God, then do that. I don't think that you'll be sorry. Press in and experience the goodness and the joy of the Lord.